Hey, Mikael, what's your favorite game ever?
Well, favorite game ever.
Yeah, what could it be?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Let's start off by saying that I've actually not clocked more than 1,000 hours into more than 3 games, and the first two might be obvious. WoW and FF14. The third one is actually Pokemon Platinum.
Pokemon Platinum.
Pokemon Platinum,
Wait,
where I
which
did a lot of. It's the re-release game of Gen 4 of Diamond and Pearl.
Oh, I never played that.
Nah, well then you missed out.
That was DS, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
after my time.
Yeah. No, it's I was so into competitive Pokemon and the Battle Frontier,
Wait,
and they were both
competitive
in the game.
Pokemon.
Oh, you haven't heard of EV training or IV training?
No.
Wait, where do I resign?
Wow, that's where you draw the line, huh?
Basically.
All right, fair enough.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah.
Well,
No, I
yeah,
haven't heard
no,
of that before.
so there are ways to make Pokemon with perfect stats in terms of how powerful they innately can become, and then you make perfect teams and you go up because the DS was the first, the Gen 4 was the first gen that went online with Pokemon. You could actually start battling online with other people, and so finally like hosting tournaments on like GameFAQs or like even Twitch, YouTube, whatever was possible. And this was fun, just like hanging out on boards, trading, battling, and again the Battle Frontier, all gold badges. Of course.
Damn.
Yeah. But minor tangent. Favorite game is yeah, it's a big question. 14 is up there, especially now after having literally been physically to the latest FanFest as well last October. Just realizing what a game can do to you. But it's like, if you take the scope of like how much time you've played and then like try to remember or try to like, I guess, just examine how much you've gotten out of those hours emotionally, it's probably FF9.
Oh, damn.
Or it might actually be Hollow Knight.
FF9, huh? Is that the best Final Fantasy?
FF9 is special. And it's the game I replay the least because I'm just so afraid.
Oh,
that
that's
it will
so
actually
interesting
lose
because
its
I'm the
magic.
same way. Like, my favorite movie, I've only seen it once.
Oh.
I'm not going to say which one. No, I'm going to say. It's, actually, my favorite movie used to be Miller's Crossing.
Oh.
But actually, I can't remember the name of it. It's wait, it's a Japanese film.
While you search, I've seen the question pop up a bit in chat about FF14 main. I like to say I'm a tank main, but if I had to stick to only one, it would be the Gunbreaker. Because, my god, there is absolutely no button that is more satisfying to press than Heart of Corundum when it's well timed. Oh.
I don't know anything you're saying. Like, I don't understand anything.
Yeah, so where do I resign?
It's like so funny how if you've played any of the Final Fantasy like main games, like you understand. If you hear people randomly speak about stuff, you understand what they're talking about. For like when you talk about FF14, I just like.
Oh, K-Raid, speaking of shooting myself in the head, in-game of course, any Persona 3 this February? Oh, that's gonna be good.
You bunch of nerds.
Let's play it, you and I.
I think my favorite movie, by the way, just to go back to that, is Kimi no Na wa, which is yeah. I've seen that once, and I don't remember much from it, but I just remember it being an emotional wreck after that.
Yeah.
And I feel like if a movie can move you, I think that's the. If I can feel something for once, then I think it's a good signature. What's your favorite movie?
First off, to respond to that, I lived in Tokyo when Kimi no Na wa released. We saw it there as well. Me and a very good friend of mine. And like the way all of Tokyo shook, it was on TV and on the newspapers for like weeks.
Oh,
it
really?
Was insane. Yeah, it was actually. I mean, both the emotional, like just scope of the movie, sure, but then also the fact that I think it very, very quickly, since I wasn't in Sweden, obviously at that time, I'm not sure, but like I think it reached Western shores very quickly.
I didn't hear anyone talk about it.
Oh, really?
No.
No, because it was airing in like it released, and then I moved back to Sweden. Like, how
You
many
could
months
actually
later?
see it in cinema in Sweden.
Yeah,
but, like,
exactly.
I never heard anyone talk about it.
Oh,
Yeah, weirdly enough. Shame.
yeah. My favorite movie is a lot more mainstream, and it's also kind of unfair. It's Avengers Endgame.
Oh, damn.
And yeah, it's. I still am a Marvel boy. I was much more of a Marvel boy when I was younger, until my mom figured that, nah, how old was I? 13, 14? We're old enough now. All these comics, they can be sold or thrown out. Again, thanks, Mom.
Helps a lot.
Yeah. But even now, I still like Marvel, like a bit more of I guess, on a mainstream or just general scale. But the MCU was a journey. Like, I loved most of it, and Endgame was such a ridiculous payoff. Emotionally, it's absolutely insane. It's like on the off chance that there is someone here that hasn't actually watched it yet, I won't spoil it. But like being part of the entire MCU journey from Iron Man 1, and then being in the cinema day one to watch Endgame, and just like having that insane payoff right there in the cinema hall, I don't think I will ever experience that with any movie ever again. Like, it was years of nerd investment from so many people just raving when stuff happened.
One fun fact: that movie came out when we did the update 3, I believe, for Satisfactory, and it got spoiled in our chat when we launched update 3 for me, because I liked Infinity War more.
Yeah, I do want to respond as well. I absolutely understand, and I know, I even agree, there are many problems with the MCU, like many problems, especially right now. But for all of its wrongs, it did so much right, and it got the most important movie damn right.
Yeah, those two are pretty dope. But I think after that, I stopped caring about MCU.
Yeah, same actually.